Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B-Funk, thinking right out here in my lab with the rain coming down, doing what I do for you. I got something nice for you today. We going to school, and if you're a student of right thinking, you might want to get you a pencil and paper because I got some stuff at the end of the lesson where you can take an assessment of yourself, see if you really know thyself. So let's go. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. The message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission. And yeah, that's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers do just that. My goal is to get the information for you to do just that. All you gotta do is tune in and get the lesson and manifest them for yourself, and you will know that the right thing of philosophy that I give to you works. So the whole deal is to know thyself. So, do you know you? That's the question I asked. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. That's what I do for you. I can help you to know you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. You know I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. That's what I do for you. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. Right thinkers, I'm in my initiation stage. So I'm going to give you what I call the initiated way of education. And this is going to explain to all those who don't know what I do, and why I do it for you. Let's go. You are about to be initiated into the concept of philosophical points of view of right thinking, aka she taught better. But let's go. Young yoga philosophy originated Yoga philosophy originated at the dawn of civilization in the present era of human history, beginning with the emergence of the ancient Egyptian civilization. The temple system, they call it, provided a unique format for what? Education and for government, which was able to sustain and provide for the needs of the ancient Egypt for over 5,000 years. So we've been having government run, we've been having pharaoh run organization for a long time. It started in Egypt and everybody's starting to use it. So it's still in effect to this very day. But this is why it works. Why? It's good. Watch this. So therefore, it is useful here to briefly describe the temple system of education and a method in which its wisdom can be what? Applied to modern society. I told you I went and got an ancient concept and views and I modernized it, knocked off the dust and the rust, but now I'm presenting it to you and it still works. Why? I can tell by the views, I can tell by the people who tune in to check out what I do and the comments that I get. So I know what I'm doing. It's all for you. Let's go. I'm teaching what I learned. And this is what it's all about. Watch this. Since the teachings of yoga, aka right thinking philosophy, is a mystical spirituality concept and have been traditionally passed on how? Through teacher, moi, student, you, the viewer, relationship. For how long? Over 2 millennia. It's a long time. This system of education is integral to what? The study of transpersonal disciplines, meaning you're going to check yourself. You're going to improve and master yourself by learning how to do just that. That's what I teach you to do. That's why it's for you. I've done it already. Get the concept? Now, while today in modern times, now we got the local parish priest. He's the counselor or your psychotherapist. They taking place of what? The ancient sages. They have not, understand this, the modern guys y'all got today have not adopted the wisdom nor the ancient method of the education employed by who? Our ancients. I keep it ancient. Why? They got it right. They knew what they was doing, and everybody was on board. Right now, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on, so a bunch of distraction. Ain't nobody focused on the one way, one world order. That sounds bad, but one world religion is worse. Why? Y'all got ain't no one religion that's gonna work for the world except what? The one that's right. Concept? Okay. And all this other offshoots, yeah, but that don't make them right. You just getting and doing what you want to do. Let me get back to the lesson. But watch this. This one I'm trying to show you. We went way wrong. And so thus, because they didn't learn the ancient concept, they're going on their own ways. Thus, the guru, discipline, relationship, and the initiatic way of education are important areas of what? Study for what? The aspiring right thinkers for their transpersonal studies, students, or even professionals. Meaning you need to know you. It's a phase and process that'll make that possible. We're about to get into the meat and potatoes. You ready? Remember, I said get your pen and paper because at the end, it's going to be a little assessment. And who's assessing who? You assessing you. Just like on Judgment Day, you going to check you. Think about it. But now, let's get to the problem. The need for a true teacher of spirituality, philosophy cannot be overemphasized. Why? In the course of spiritual practice, this is the reason why so many new age, here you go, new age teacher. I'm not new age. I'm old. I'm ancient. I'm the dinosaur. Why? I'm not going with the new. I always told my son, new don't mean better. New just means you just conceptualize what you want and make it yours. New Testament. See where I'm going with that? So all because it's new don't make it better. It's just somebody else's different opinion. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm sticking to what I know works. So you got your new age teachers, and even members of the traditional establishment have gone to what? Sit at the feet, so to speak, of who? A real, authentic spiritual teacher, aka sage or guru, and do what? To research, to speak to what? Your Eastern teachers of yoga and the mystical philosophies. Put the pen right there. What they're saying is when you had a master teacher, everybody went to learn from him, and after that, they became branches off the tree, like the coaching system in the NFL. My man Walsh, all his coaches end up being head coaches. Why? But they all brought something to the table. They all brought their identity. They all knew who they was and what they was doing. So when you get proficient at what it is you do, I'm only gonna do one thing. What I'm doing now. If you expect me to do something else, you're gonna have a problem. Okay, so the whole point of it is when you know what you're doing and you do what you do, that's all you got to do. Oh, I want something new. Go find somebody else. I don't do new. Moving on. But this is also the reason why much of the research done by your early personal, transpersonal researchers, beginning with who? Everybody know Carl Jung. He's the modern psychologist. He know everything. Don't know Jack. But he had the philosophical concept that he adopted and learned and twisted and turned it and made it his. I understand how that is. I got right thinking. It's really she taught Netta, my philosophy, so I know what that's about. And he was proficient because, watch this, Carl Jung focuses on what? His focus was on the initiatic relationship, as well as what? The wisdom which is imparted through it. You learn your lessons. You acquire the knowledge. The wisdom comes when you employ it and you use it. Now you have wisdom. You have the experience. The God experience that everybody had, the transformation. We keep telling you that's what you have to have for yourself. Every individual have to have it for him or herself. No other way can it happen. Just want to let you know. You can't fake it. No, no, no. You either do or you don't. So in aspirin, aka right thinker, watch this. Y'all are like an athlete. In the brain is a weapon, is a tool, but it has to be what? It needs coaching and it has to practice in order to attain, you ready? Mastery over your lower nature. Put it right there. You have to become better at controlling what's below your waist. It's always been that way. We have to become spiritual beings. We too human. We having a human experience, but we forget we are spiritual beings. I'm trying to get you to wake up to your spirituality, hence spiritual knowledge. Okay, that's my point. And watch this. And this is where it comes from. Initiate. I was initiated. I got initiated. Oh yeah. Moving on. I'm gonna initiate you too with knowledge. I'm not gonna put you through the rituals of going through a whole bunch of nonsense, jumping through hoops and all that dumb stuff. No, I'm just gonna initiate you with knowledge. So understand that. Let's go. Now, as the aspirant, okay, in every area of your life, think about it. Where you have achieved success, was good at it. How'd you get it? You got it because you, excuse me, no, I can only speak for myself. I got it because I studied and I practice what I learned. I'm still doing it today. The same method still holds true today. Sorry, a little excited. If not in this lifetime, in a previous one, but we all feel like we've been here before, and we have, okay? But we something we didn't do when we was here before. What? Know thyself. That's why we're still here. Spiritual enlightenment is the idea of you coming to grips with who you are in the spiritual sense consciously. Heart, mind, coherence. They work together as one, and you figure out, wow, yeah, you are God. Yeah, we're connected to a higher source. We just in the physical body. Get the understanding. Moving on. I'm trying to make that point clear to you. Where am I down here? Put a pin somewhere. What was that? Okay, yeah, controlling your knower nature, and really that's the ego. I'm trying to get you there, but that's what we're understanding, and then break it down so simple. It shouldn't be hard. Follow now, and we did that every area of your life. Okay, in every area of your life where you practice and okay, learning now again in every area of your life where you have achieved success, it was only because of what? The study and the work that you put in. And obtaining spiritual enlightenment cannot, here we go, now you go, cannot be achieved through magic or through unnatural means. You can't fake it, you can't BS it. Some people do and think they're getting away. You can fool man all the time. You can't fool God none of the time. And if that's your plan, it's going to fail. He tell you anything planned against me will not prosper. So if your plan ain't divine, true, and good and righteous, it's not going to work. Like my teacher tell me, yeah, BSing will get you to the top. You can use that, but it won't keep you there. Moving on. A lot of people falling. Moving on. Now, it is achieved. Here's how you achieve spiritual enlightenment. Here you go. This is my area right here. This is why I get excited. It is achieved through understanding and hard work. I don't know no other way. If you got no other way, let me know. But I don't know no other way. But watch this. Not ordinary work won't get it done. I told my son, if you just want to get through life getting C's, just making it by, you're gonna be miserable. Why? Because you're gonna be mediocre. You're gonna be just an ordinary Joe. Okay, get better. But those activities that you learn, which lead to what? Purification of the heart. I keep trying to explain to you. When you offer a selfish service, your intentions are pure because you're doing it from here. When you do something because you want something, that's a hidden agenda. That's not purity, and that's not purifying your heart. Doing something to get something, that's a deal maker. You know who that guy is, right? Okay. God don't do deals. Simple. You do this, I'll do that. You take one step to me, I'll give you 2 steps back. That's abundance. And I didn't understand what it meant when I was this man got. No, trust me. I'm not a preacher. I can do religion, but I do spirituality. And if religion, all of them profess God, which is all by different names, but they all tell you the same thing. You got to put what? Work in. You got to do good deeds. I teach what? Selfless service. Same thing. I don't have time to be simple. You do right by other people. Treat them right, do right by them. Somebody's gonna do right by you. That's a blessing. Doing something, hope you get some return. That ain't a blessing. Doing something with the agenda of receiving something for it, that's not purifying your heart. That's satisfying your ego. Some people don't know the difference between the two. They think that serving somebody for something makes them a good person. No, no. Moving on. I ain't going too deep on that one. I got to get this lesson out because this is what the true essence of right thinking philosophy, and this is where it comes from. I'm giving you what I got. Moving on. It is possible to promote spiritual growth, and that's what I do every day. Through books, and the lessons written by genuine spiritual perceptors. My teacher is a genuine spiritual perceptor. He's a sabah. He's a master. Trust me. I'm working on what he gave me. I'm just making it my way so I can give it to you. So the new forms of media, such as we got audio, we got video, podcast, have given it even further made it easier to convey the message of the teachings to where the entire world right there. I was on the internet. I'm talking to people all over the world. I ain't got a problem with that. That's my goal, to get the message to anybody who wants it. It ain't saying I just want it right here. No, anybody, everybody can get it. That's my mission. That's what I'm on, to try to get us to be better as a people, just with knowledge of self. Nothing else. I ain't a politician. I don't do none of that nonsense. Not a preacher. None of that. Again, I just teach to give you information that you can use. I'm a master maker of self. Nothing else. All right. But watch this. Where we at now? Yeah, okay. But however, at some point, all the books I got and all the tapes you can listen to can only take you so far in explaining what the fruits of the true practice of spirituality. Because the proof is in the pudding. You will receive the blessings that only you need. Why? That's why he is. If you do the work, he'll do the work for you. He ain't out there. He's inside you. He recognized the work. Sorry about that. We seem to think we serving somebody out somewhere else. No, self-serving is doing what you want to do. Serving your higher self is having spiritual discipline to do what's right. That's the difference. And you have to learn that. I'm teaching that. You can take it or leave it. But once you know it, it's up to you to make the decision to use it or not use it. But you can't claim that famous, well, I didn't know. That's ignorance. That's not inadmissible in court. When you do something wrong and you claim ignorance, that don't change nothing. So moving on. Just want to get that point across. But this is why this is. Because the mind can develop what many misconceptions if it's taught by many misconceived people with illusions about spirituality. And just as any other area of ordinary world and life, we have people who profess in one thing and sometimes it's wrong. We in the age of information. I love that. I got a bunch of information. And everybody do too. But if you got bad information, you got no information. Misinformation is nothing. Bad information, misinterpretation is nothing. Truth is everything. That's to freeze you from what? Ignorance. Moving on. Okay. Now, and this is because we did that way. So therefore, watch this. A guide or a coach, sage, who is what? Advanced in its practice should be sought out. You should be looking for me. Why? I got what you're looking for. The truth. And be approached with what? Humility and honesty and respect, to asking questions that will what? Dispel the subtle forms of what? You ready? Spiritual ignorance. If you're not spiritually inclined, you're spiritually ignorant. That's all. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. This is the process. Excuse me. This is the process. The process of what? Of spiritual teaching. We call it initiation. When I was a Mason, I got initiated. It impressed me. The ritual that we went through, I understand it. Still keep my study guide, my little blue book, okay? But I became a master Mason. Then I became a dean of instruction because I studied and I practiced and I lived what I learned. I had Masonic stuff everywhere. I got a whole wardrobe almost. I went Masonic crazy hats. Listen, if I'm going to be in, I'm going to be in. And anybody who's going to be involved in anything, be the same way. Why? Engulf yourself in it. That's why you get the best out of it. Some people mad they didn't get what they thought they were going to get. Well, did you put in what you thought you should have? Or to get out what you wanted, you should have put in your best effort and you will always get out what you put in. Hello, you reap what you sow. Moving on, I'm almost done. The aspirant, which is you right thinkers, is initiated where? Into a what? You ready? A philosophy and a way of life. I keep telling you, this is not a religion. It's a way of life in which what? Which he or she needs to what? Learn and what? Practice daily by how? Studying, reflecting, and meditating on what? The teachings. That's the philosophy. That's the game that you play when you want to better yourself. You listen to somebody who knows. You reflect on what they said, you meditate on the concept, and then you implement it to see if it's for you. Moving on. That's what's universal. That right there, that process is universal. So, and guess what? It's still being used today. Moving on. You, the aspirant, was okay, doing it for the guy. Okay, now, initiation. I gave you the lesson on that prior to this one. What is initiation? Initiation is a conscious choice, a decision. When I went into Masonic order, I was blind. I was into whatever's going on, but I'm coming to learn. I'm coming to be part of something. I made that choice before I went there. So understand that. Some people gonna might try to by accident, but once you get here, you know what I do. And if this ain't for you, you're just gonna click off and go on. I understand that, but I appreciate those who stay and say, "Wow, man, I appreciate what you do." That's why I do what I do. For those who appreciate it, what I do for them. Cool. Watch this now. When you become initiated, you made the choice, and you're gonna adopt. You listen, a teaching, and you're going to embark on the task of basing your life on it and what to order to purify one's mind, body through what? Through the teachings that you're learning and that you're reflecting and meditating on, employing. You'll know from those things so that one may what? Become, you ready? A conduit. I'm a passenger. I'm a pass of messages to people who want to learn what I know. So I'm just a conduit to get people to know thyself. A teacher, guru, say same thing, but they use the word conduit in this of a transcendental forms for others' experiences. I'm trying to get you to do the things you need to make the experience for yourself, to know thyself personal. That's what the name of the game is all about. I got another page of information. So again, I don't want to drag it out too long. Hope I'm getting my point across. I'll be back with more. Why? Because in closing, right thinkers, may y'all let it be 100 and me 100 minus today. So I never know that right thinkers like you passed away. And I'm coming back with part 2.